let's go into the words and open your hearts. Already, Mikasha Atzmi. The limud Torahs Rabbeinu l'chol tzadik ma'amidim Rabbeinu l'chol tzadik ma'amidim shoynovu v'doshem v'shibot tzema u'befrat Rabbeinu HaKodesh tzadik yisoid oilam Nachman v'evekot chochma Rabbeinu Nachman Fried yischus yogan aleinu al-kol yisol amen. Siv Gimel. Now the Rebbe goes in and tells us another step. Was machst the Rebbe? Can you do me a favor? I need something to drink. Anything. Water, seltzer, whatever there is. Says the Rebbe Vait, we have to always hold on to this midah of tshuva. It's not something, okay, I did tshuva, that's it. I have to always be in this tshuva. Why? Who can say that I purified myself from my sin? Even in the moment when you're doing tshuva and you're saying even this I can't say with a cleansed heart, without any motive. Why? Think about it. Why? Let's say we all say do tshuva. We say chatosi v'isi b'shati. You didn't do tshuva? What does the Rebbe say? What does it mean? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yeh b'dvarim. Maybe go feed it to a wild animal because maybe he's going to hide it and you're not going to see it. You're not going to burn it. So I want to give you an example. A few examples, maybe. First of all, we're talking about when a person is doing tshuva, where the Rebbe says in a different Torah, we said it last week, that he feels ke'ev chator. What does it mean, ke'ev chator? The pain of my sin. What does it mean, I'm feeling the pain of my sin? I have to meet my shame. When I'm saying chotosi, I'm not saying chotosi just, okay, it's lip service. We'll see soon. You're saying the words, you know why? It's Rosh Hashanah, it's the time of year. It's the appropriate time of year. It's the day of judgment. Till now, Rabbi Hashem, you're not really judging me. But now I'm in court. And I want to be zeicher to a good year. So I know I got to clean up my act. So I say chotosi, avisi, poshati. But I'm not going into the infection. I'm not being the ferret, my chet. One of the components of tshuva, even according to the Rambam, is that I have to be mizvada. I have to confess. What am I confessing? I'm confessing, according to the Rambam, is be'isha zois, be'mokoim zois. I have to go into the details of the chet. Why? To meet my shame. The reason why I need to go there. So while I'm going there, many things happen. I don't know about you, but this happened to me thousands of times. Even when I had the charota, there was a place that I was leaving in my head. I don't want to do this, but I know myself. I'm going to do this again. So I have charot. I don't want to do that. I'm never doing this. I'm never. Please help me. I never want to do this again. I'm never going to do this again. I really don't want to do this again. And even while I'm saying it, I know in my head that I'm going to do this again. So there's a pniya here. It's not bar level. It's not 100%. Number one. Number two is lama zugen aitaka. And Baruch Hashem, everybody also has this place. But we did tshuva, and with taka, with Baruch Hashem, we got away from that avera. We're not nichshel anymore with that avera. But while I was doing tshuva, I had an ulterior motive. I want to do tshuva because I want parnasa. I'm doing tshuva because I want something from you, Rabbi Hashem. I'm going through sickness, somebody's sick, this is sick. So I'm doing it with a tenai. Because if I do tshuva, you're gonna. That's with a pnir. The Rebbe says va'aleva. What's the two lashonos? Zach v'torah va'aleva b'li pnir. You need two things. It has to be authentic, real. I really mean it, and I'm really in this place I'm never doing this again, and without any kind of motive. The only reason why I'm sorry is because I violated you. I don't need you to give me anything. Just accept my tshuva. Accept my tshuva. So the only way for me to get to that place is by going through shame. The more I accept shame, because you can't, it's not such an easy thing to accept. Even if you're quiet about it, it takes time to accept. It's a process. I have a kasha. Why did the Rebbe say Yidoin v'Yishtoin? Should be the opposite. Should be Yishma b'Zyoino Yishtoin v'Yidoin. Because it's easier to be quiet than it is to accept. Yidoin is the Loshem Yidoin Mar, is accept. Quiet, for the moment. But Yidoim, accepting it, the Rebbe is saying no. Yishma b'Zyoino Yidoim v'Yishtoin. That means you want to get to tshuva. Tshuva means to return. Returning to where? Returning to the Kvod Elikim. And you distance yourself from Kvod Elikim because you denied shame. So now you have to meet shame. So you have to be in your head prepared at all moments of the time. If shame should come to me, I'm accepting it. Rabbi Yisrael, please help me that no matter what shame I'm going to get today, from myself, from my wife, from my children, from this, I am ready to accept it. What?
How do you You want to be so.
That's bizoyin from the Rabbi Yisrael. It's different bizoyin. My bizoyin. Not bizoyin noy. The bizoyin from the Basheva, that I don't want. Your bizoyin, I don't want the nisoyin, I don't want the nisoyin, I don't want the bizoyin. That's from you. But from the people's bizoyin. Okay. So now the Rebbe is telling us. So that means that I always have to be doing tshuva, because who says my tshuva was good? Weiter. Zeh mi yom zekisi li b'tahat b'katosi hayne mi yuchel loyma shelibo zach v'toyim pniyos afilu b'shoyim v'katosi. Even in the moment of tshuva, after the tshuva, as soon as the tshuva wears off, you walk away. That's vada already. That is space already. Zeh mi yoyma. That's pshat mi yoyma. Who could say taharti mechatosi? Not tahati mechatosi. I'm pure from my sin. Miyoima, who from what he says chatosi. Miyoima chatosi, from his saying chatosi, there's no tahati. It's who could say such a thing? Ki gam ozen zag v'toy b'lipinis nimt. Zog the Heilige Rebbe. So tzorich laso is tshuva roishonis. So Kumtoy says that I always have. Now I did tshuva, but the tshuva wasn't 100% because it can't be 100%. So now I have to do tshuva on the tshuva that I did because the tshuva wasn't good enough. So the Rebbe, Hainu ala chatosi avisi b'shati sha'oma. On the what I said chatosi avisi b'shati, I now have to say chatosi avisi b'shati on the chatosi avisi b'shati. Ki olav nema. This is the pasuk I was saying before. Besvasov kibduni. You gave me lip service. You mechabed me with your lip. But the Rebbe is going to teach beautiful now. Ki ayidei tshuva zoicha lekavod Hashem. Because even when you mechabed me with your lips alone, you already took off epis a layer from kvod ha'atzmai, and you now got to kvod elikim. So the Rebbe, it's interesting how he gives you, as he's knocking you, he gives you a pickup. But his heart is far from him. Now, so that's one type of person. One type of person has to do tshuva because who says it's chotosi v'isa b'shati was with a bar leva with. Now there's another type of person. V'afilim yudeya odam ba'atzmai she'osa tshuva shleim The person knows I be'emes, man, Hashem, Echatosi, and I have no ulterior motives, and I mean the Rebbeinu Shalom. Afal became to Lasik Tshuva. He still has to do Tshuva al Tshuva. Why? Kimet Chila Kishoise Tshuva, Osa Lefia Sagosoi. When he did Tshuva the first time, he did it according to the way he was masig him and the Rebbeinu Shalom. But now he did tshuva, so he got closer to Kvod Elikim. So now he's masig the Eibishter on a bigger level. So now, on the level that he now got to, the tshuva that he did yesterday is not a good tshuva, because he's now masig the Kvod Elikim on a bigger level. So now he has to do tshuva on his previous tshuva in order to do tshuva on his present level of his asagas alikus. No, because umasik yoyzeh Hashem is what nimsa lefi asagosi shemasik achshav bevadai hasagosi yishoyno bechinas gashmius. The fact that even though I was masik you till now, Rabbi Shalom, I was with such limitations. It was with such symptom, just like the table is a symptom from you. So am I with my asagas alikus. I'm also mitzumtzim. It's megushim. Nimsa shetzor lasis tshuva al asagosa yishonis. He has to do tshuva on his first asaga. Al sheiz gashem esroim musalikeinu, because he brought down the bigness of Hashem into his peanut brain, into his tzimtzum. That's the Bechin of Olam Haba. Sheyekuloi Shabbos. Olam Haba is when it's all going to be Shabbos. Hainoi Kuloi Tshuva. By the way, Shabbos is the same oisius as Toshe. Shabbos backward, and there's a pasuk in Toshe Mishabbos Raglecha. The Rav brings in a few different terms here, that Shabbos is the Eden of Tshuva. Shabbos is the power of Tshuva. Shabbos is the time we return. Why? Because even the Bria returns. Sheishes Yomim Osakol Malach. Everything in the Bria is working, and you know that everything that happened in every one of days of Sheishes Yomei Bereishis, we say in davening, Hamachadesh Betuvoi Bechol Yom Tov. So Sunday's power of Yom Rishon is the power of Sheish Bereshis on every Sunday, and the power of Monday of Yom Sheni is on every Yom Sheni, and the power of Shabbos is the power that's over here. What was the power of Shabbos? That there was no malacha. Everything stopped. So what happened when everything stopped? It went back. It returned back to Ma'aseh Bereshis, before Ma'aseh Bereshis, where nothing was happening. So Shabbos itself, the mahus of Shabbos, is tshuva. The mahus of Shabbos is returning back to its place. Zog the Rebbe Samamela Shabbos, that's kuloi tshuva. Because of the Shafta of Hashem Elikecha, what is going to be in the next world? Everybody asks, what, right? Don't you? Everybody says the question, what's going to be in the afterlife? You know, when we, Be'ez Hashem, when we all get cleansed and hopefully don't have to go to Gehenna, but even if we have to go to Gehenna, it should only be good Be'ez Chodesh, and then what happens? You're getting das, more and more asagas alikus. And lefi, how much work you did in this world, that's how much das and elevation you're getting. But you're going to be in such awesomeness of spirituality, such awesomeness of Roimemus Hashem, that we're all going to be in shame. How come we didn't work harder so we can get more? Because more and more, it's endless, because you're going to feel such shame on your smallness in the big picture of the godless Habayit. Says the Rebbe, and everyone's going to know me. From the smallest to the biggest. Every time I get a new hasaga, as a yasa tshuva, al hasaga rishon. So Rebbe is really mamish giving us the playbook here of how the world, how it's going to work. We're holding now Chodesh El, and Chodesh El is the time of tshuva ani v'doidi, I am to my beloved, and my beloved is to me. Hamelach Basoda. The Eibishter is not on his chair, and he's now with us. Like the Rebbe says, Baidir, Lebendir, Midir, Lebendir. He's with us the whole time. So we have this ability now to do tshuva. And the Rebbe is telling you the exact prescription. First thing is, be mamayid b'choyd atzmo, and be marbe b'choyd amokav. And how do you do that? Meet shame. Yishma b'zyoyna yidam yishta. And vidu dvarim, and talk to the Rebbe and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, and I'm never doing it again. And I promise you, this is what I did last time, and I'm not doing it. It's not just for Elul, and it's not just for Sukkot. This time I mean it, and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I'm talking, I'm being confided dvarim, and charot alava, and kabbalah Allah, all like the Rambam tells us. And then I don't stop. I continuously do tshuva. I know, Rabbi, I told you yesterday, or I told you this morning, that I did tshuva. I realized it wasn't good. Let me do it again. I want to do tshuva on the tshuva that I did, and you start taking layer off and layer off and layer of kvod atzmai, of ego, and and you're able to get now accept more shame and more shame and more shame, and the more you go into this place of accepting your shame, then you start coming to a place of asagas. You start being masing the Eibishter in a bigger way. You start seeing the Rebbeinu Shalom in a whole different way. And now when you start to see the Rebbeinu Shalom in that way, you look back at yesterday and you say, whoa, that's what I thought of you yesterday. And now I come to a higher madrega. And I'm peeling off all the layers of Kvod Atzmai until I'm coming to more and more and more Kvod Elikim. Zog the Eli Rebbe Weiter, let's try to get through this thing in 4 minutes. Everybody, anybody who's Shech says Yetzirah, let's just read before the Rebbe Tajam is Vada Allah. And he confesses on it. It says if he's being mechaber the Eibishter in both olamas. So now let's read it. As Yitzray, I know b'chinas tshuva, b'chinas v'libi chol b'kirbi, b'chinas doim l'Hashem, b'chinas ege, b'chinas kezer, b'chinas kovav. How am I zeveyach as Yitzray? How do I shech my Yitzhara through this process of Yishma Mizyon Yidam and Yisrael? And tshuva al tshuva say v'asagor zerishon. Ki ilu kibda l'Hakadosh Baruch Hu b'shtei olamas. Ki tshuva rishon b'chinas kvod olam hazeh. The first tshuva that he did, that's the tshuva of olam hazeh. V'achar tshuva shezoich lahazik yisero magam b'yoyser zrem musa l'keinu v'oyser tshuva al tshuva. And after his tshuva, that now he's masik the Eibishter on a higher madrega, and he's doing tshuva on his tshuva. So he said tshuva b'chinas kvod olam haba. So now I got Kvod Elikim in Olam Hazeh. But now when I do tshuva, I'm getting Kvod Elikim in Kvod Olam Haba. V'zeh sh'amru Chazal, Oy Yekaros v'kipoin, Oy Shu Yokav Olam Hazeh, the light that is tired in this world, Yekofui v'kal, L'Olam Haba will be frozen and easy in Olam Haba. Nintza b'Olam Haba, because Yizkol Hasaga Yisrael b'Likusay. In Olam Haba, when I'm going to be Zoicha to another Hasaga in godliness, so Vada, I'm going to do tshuva when I come to Olam Haba. I'm going to see what I did in this world. I'm going to be so full of shame. It's the Indian of Geshem neged. It's Gashmias neged Asagas Olam Haba. V'zeu ki'ilu kibda l'Hakadosh Baruch Hu b'shnei olamas ki azvichas haYetzirah hi tshuva rishona. First, I'm shechting Yetzirah b'chvinas kvod olam hazeh. And the vidu that I'm giving this vidu, I know tshuva shniya b'chinas kvod olam haba. Shakov the reason that's a kavod v'kal neged hakavod Hashem. Because we say that one kavod v'zeh sham HaKadosh Baruch Hu Eila asisi v'echarashti the misa hayois eye kamoicha ki ha'odam al yedei shemachrish that is quiet shenase b'chinas ekir aber HaKadosh Baruch Hu ma shemachrish la'odam. There is no such a thing as ekir. I know some of them. Everybody Kodesh Baruch Hu. Ain't that like a day? She kablu oincha b'olam haba. She oz mesadim le'enav avod noisa. Because in olam haba they're gonna show us the video. You know, the video of our lives. That shameful video, the video of shame. So, in short, I don't think we'll get some next week. By the way, the next piece is the most, I think, the most fascinating piece of the whole Torah, which the Rebbe teaches. This Rebbe, just so you know, teaches how to be an expert. You ever heard this yet? Language, the expert. And you read this, expert form. In yeshivas, they don't talk about form. And if somebody falls, they're for them. And the next piece the Rebbe is going to tell you, teach us how to become an expert, and not just tell you, you know something, you're gonna fall, and you need to fall. And you need to become an expert. Just like you need to be an expert climber, you need to become an expert of falling. So that's the next piece. So I just conclude with one last thing I said in Hadavi is that this understanding of meeting shame in order to let go of my kvod, it's the only way. There's what I want to tell you. It's not a munah. It's a mechanics. I need to face shame to let go of ego. If I don't face humiliation either for myself or from others, then I cannot let go of it. It's going to come somewhere else. I cannot let go of it. I can't let go of the kvod. Ashrei. Shabbos.